whether you from Birmingham, whether you from Atlanta, whether you from Texas, all of us got some kind of family member in our family that suffers from crack addictions and stuff like that. So like, you know, it's a lot of my aunties and uncles and shit that did crack. I served them. You smell me? I hope God forgive me for that. But you know, a lot of our people suffer from crack addiction and different mental illnesses. And you know, I hate to even see a person that I call my brother, that my little brother. I love him to death. And I hate to see him even coming on now, not even fully prepared. You get what I'm saying? Like his mouth dry. It reminds me of, I guess it's New Jack City, and I guess I'm Nino and he Pookie. Shall I say? And I hate that. I just hate to see him like that. I love him.
Well, I want to cut the chase for a minute because he's telling me, well, he's telling the world
I think he's doing a lot of telling.
He helped you build your empire. How true is that?
It was a nigga. I ain't gonna say no names like he said, of course, but it was a dude that borrowed some money from me in Atlanta, right? And I had bought a Lamborghini that year. It was an SV. That was around the time that, you know, me and Black Youngster was having words online or whatnot. And he had got, you know, I guess Gotta had gave him a lounge. You know, everybody know Gotta from the lounge. Like he was one of the first dope boys that popped up with lounge. So I went about me a lounge, but I knew that the nigga Black Youngster ain't had the one with the goddamn the roaster. He ain't had the top. Mm-hmm. So I said, shit, if I go get me a lamb, I'm gonna go get the one with the top go back on that bitch. I had not known it cost an extra $100,000 just to drop the top on that bitch. But anyway, I had just bought a roaster that year. I had just signed with the nigga Gucci. I had just signed with Gucci. So I took some of my advance, I took some of my little street money, some money I made from Empire and shit. I put it all together. I bought me a little lamb. I was happy. I was the first nigga in the city with it. And a nigga owed me some money. I called. I'm like, hey man, what happened?
How much money? How much money were you owed?
A nigga owed me $50,000. I let a nigga borrow $50,000. So he say, man, I'm in Cali. I can't get nothing back to you, but this all I got. He FaceTime me. He had what he had. I had done seen Doonki. He was busting the moves. He had owed a lot of people. It was a girl. She pull up in a push. I ain't gonna say her name or nothing like that. But she would come into the apartment like, buddy, owe me. So I was like, then my little brother, I'm gonna strain the debt. But then what I want you to do, little bro, it's a nigga owe me in Cali. I want you to do the little shit that you be doing, but bring my money back that this nigga owed me. I had plenty of niggas in the city that buy 50 pounds from me. I had not really dealt with weed. I was only on the dog food. You smell me? I was only selling dog food at that time. And when he brought it back, the shit wasn't no good like that. It was only 40 that was good, and it was another 10 that was right. You smell me? So when I give it to my little niggas and shit, like, hey, get out there for me. I just want my $50,000 back. I had to make a deal with them. They like, Ralo, we get all this shit, you gotta give us some more good shit. So I'm like, shit. I called a nigga, I'm like,
all right, another episode. Welcome on in. We talking about the Ralo and the Doonki. Wow, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. My bad if I butchered it. But their little situation, I think it's a lot of talking going on. And I know that, you know, statute of limitations and all of that. But and how they bringing it on Southwest and private jets, and they talking about this. And I know stories, you know, are being boxed up and packaged up as, hey, if you could tell a nice story, you can get a check. But some stories don't need to be told. I thought this was the tip of the iceberg. I'm glad that I am not a street guy. I'm glad that I have a job. I have YouTube, entrepreneur. I have investments. I got other things. But we're going to talk about what's going on and what y'all think. Was Doonki wow for revealing what's going on with Ralo, or was he capping? Leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. Smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Get me to 10,000 subs. I hype the video up. Another episode of the Gossip Galore News. Let's go.
Can you get me a lot of the good ones? Like, cause I had 10 good ones. And he was like, yeah, but they're gonna be such a surprise. So I was like, these little niggas got all these bad for me. So goddamn, I need you to give me some pressure so I can strain my face. Cause my face kind of fucked up. I'm known for having quality shit. I said, don't you gonna have to go on another run, motherfucker. He like, hey, this time, man, just go ahead and start flying me with him. So I'm like, shit, I order 300 of them up. I send them with the money. The money, I was sending them with money. He wasn't lying about that. But every week, we didn't sell out. You know what I'm saying? Every week, wasn't a good week.
And that's the discrepancy right there that they getting back and forth into it with. Did he make $1 million a week off selling Peasies in the city? Now, we all know as business goes, you ain't making no $1 million every week. You got to give people time to recuperate their money so they can come back and holler at you if that's the case. Some businesses, they may make 100, 200,000, and then they might not see, they might make 20,000 for the next week or so. You get what I'm saying? But you got to understand, a lot of people going to cap a little bit online because you're going to want your story to be, you're going to want your story to be remembered. I'm not saying that it was capping. Hell, I wasn't it. But let's see what Ralo has to say about it.
1 week, we might make $1 million. A couple weeks later, we might make another $1 million. But every week, it was never $1 million a week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's certain things. I think, in the Quran, it tells us whenever a person get a truth, they put 1,000 lies to one truth. You smell me? So, like,
it basically capped.
He just added a lot of extra shit because, one, he never introduced me to a plug in my life.